Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium, where this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense takes the field. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Off play action. He makes the connection. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Looking to scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down, because defensively...
And he's got it inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Looking to throw. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. They'll try to run it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll send out the kicker here. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Arizona Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Arizona right back to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield, getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt tee. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This one's complete.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. Last week, they've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the run, still looking. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking for space, it's Torres. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Arizona in a hurry.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that's in Arizona.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's right on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
42 Spider.
Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
10, Arizona 6.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Velez. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Hands it off. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. With jet sweep pass. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Pressure coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Now on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Torres. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Slips away. The freshman able to get home with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the move from inside is 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Unleashes one. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Oh, it's out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
And you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Makes a catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Going up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone.
And that's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Red Raiders.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Using his legs, it's Torres. Bulls his way forward. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the first down like they did right there.
Arizona right back to the line.
And that's in Arizona.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got his man in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting into his progression.
Looking to pass on second down. Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Plows through the defense. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's in Arizona.
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to pass. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Single back formation, and they give it to him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Arizona sending the offense onto the field.
3:25.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Easy. Clear. Clear.
The hand to the running back. Just ran him over. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
And that's an Arizona fullback.
The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Discards a man. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Arizona comes out with another first down.
Jackrabbit.
They'll run it from the gun. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.